Good evening, guys. Thank you for joining me today. I want to welcome you to my channel. I'll talk to you guys today about makeup. Duh, I guess. Not really. I don't know. Switching the topic, makeup that you could use on a daily basis. That's neutral, that's good for office work, that you can use, that you feel comfortable if you're not adventurous with makeup. Alright, so not a lot of YouTubers kind of give you tips on everyday makeup, or if they do, it's not really telling you this is what you can do for everyday palettes, you know? So with that, I want to go ahead and start. One of my favorite palettes that I use is this Naked 3 by Urban Decay. It has wonderful rosy shades, champagne, rosy gold, a little bit of brown. This has been out in the market for quite some time. It has, let me see, three matte shades, which is this one here, which is a good for an all eye thing. This is a good for the crease, and this one's also good for the crease or transition shades. You can also apply this one, I guess, to set your eye makeup, but sometimes I like to use it in the crease to soften things up. This one also works in the crease. It's a little bit darker. And you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 shimmers or satin. They go on satin. Let me show you. This one is Dust and Liar, Factory, Mugshot, and Dark Side. So these are the colors. They go on. This one's more of a, I guess not as a, it's more of a, like a very glittery one. So I forgot which one I put on this finger. I think this one was Factory. Let's see. No, this one was Liar. This one's Factory, and then Mugshot. So this one here is Factory right there. This one will be Mugshot. This one on my thumb is going to be Dark Side. I'm running out of space. Dark Side, and then this other one that's more of a glitter highlight. Highlights like that. And this one is Dust. So your shimmers that are Trick, Buzz, Burnout, and Dust are more shimmery, glittery shadows. They go on very smooth, but they're not like sheens like the other one. So it's a nice little set of colors that are very good for daily wear, and you can jazz it up with the darker shades. You can go really light for the day, and then you can jazz it up with these darker shades out here to make it a smoky eye. A Naked 3 usually will cost you $54. So if you want to invest in a palette that you know you will be using often and you don't have a lot of makeup, and it's not something that you want to pursue as like me, like a collector, because I have a lot of makeup. This is a nice rosy color that will go a long way, and it's a good investment if you like these colors. Moving on. The other palette that I enjoy, well, that I kind of got a little bit bored with, but I love the shadows because they're just amazing, is this Lorac Pro 3. It is, the top row is matte, and this bottom row is all shimmers. So you can make any look you want. You can jazz it up. You can make it just really matte for everyday wear. It's very versatile for your daily needs, you know, to go to work, to go to school, to if you want to go out at night, you can just, you know, darken it up with some of these colors at the bottom, or, you know, smoke it up with this black color at the top. You got some really nice transition shades and just some really nice soft brown colors that just go really well, really pretty much with any eye color. You can jazz it up. So this is another palette that I enjoy and use often. Very blendable, very easy to use. That palette will be around $44. So if you want to invest in that. So so let's move on. So that's that's Lorac. The other high brands that I enjoy is Tarte. This is one of my favorite palettes. I love this palette. This is the Tartiest Pro. And this is what the palette looks like. Do I have a little plastic on top? Yes, I do. Keep all my plastics. So this is the palette. The colors are fantastic. They look dark and deep on here, but when you apply them to the eye, they really go really soft and really kind of brownish. They don't go on as deep as it shows here in the pans. So what I like about this palette is also very neutral, everyday wear. It's got these berry shades over here, purpley, and you can like darken up any color, but these shades right here and like this bottom, like this quadrant here and like this bottom row, amazing for everyday wear. You can just pick a few colors, apply it on, and go. You can make it smoky, you can glam it up. What I really like is these shades, what I really like is these shades on the side. They are beautiful shades. I'll just do a quick swatch for you. That's how they are, and that's how they look. So look at those shimmers. I really like this shade right here. It's a very like duochrome. They're all four of them are duochrome, and they color shift so beautifully. I really enjoy this palette. I haven't used it in a while. I kind of put it away because it was summer, but I am bringing it back out to play with. I love it, and I recommend it as a good option to jazz up your eye looks, in whichever way you want to do it. The other palette from Tarte that I enjoy, okay, so let me tell you, Tarte in general is a fantastic makeup line for everyday neutral wear. It's a very natural shades. They don't go very bright or very loud, so you can't go wrong with Tarte. The other palette that I like is this one, and they don't produce this one anymore. This one is the Energy Noir, and what I like about it is, it's got very soft shades. You got purple up here, a couple of shimmers in the middle, and some mattes here. It's got a little blush and then a highlighter. So this is a very nice compact, but even if they don't have this one, they do have other compacts that are limited edition that are the same kind of setup, where they have a blush, a few 6 or 8 eyeshadows, or how many eyeshadows does this one have? This is one of my favorite palettes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shadows. And that's this one up here and this one down here, and you can get them for $27 right now. The other one is this called Dream Big eyeshadow palette, and it's about $30, and next to it is Leave Your Mark eyeshadow palette. So they're this one and that one. And what I like about these palettes, again, they're very soft brown earth tones, very earth tones that blend well with your skin. They're not loud. They're very good for everyday wear. So, and this is the theme of today's video, everyday wear palettes. Let me see what else. They have this this little one, which is Tartiest Pro To Go palette. And it's just a little one with 6 shades. There we go, that's a better view. So they have very nice palettes. You can't go wrong with Tarte because all of the shades are earth tones, and they all blend well together. The shimmers, add that little pop if you want it, or you can just go all matte, and it's really very useful, and you can't, again, you can't go wrong. So even if they don't have exactly this one, they have other little palettes that are similar and do the same trick. They offer you the same things. So that's Tarte for you. And it is a bit expensive, but again, if you want to invest in eyeshadows, for yourself, that you're going to use every day, these are not, these are some of the best brands out there that make really good eyeshadows. Now we're gonna go on to more affordable brands. If you don't want to spend $50 on a makeup palette, these are other options that you can go for. Two of these are online companies that you have to go to their website and purchase, and the other one is where it's an old brand. You can go anywhere and find makeup, their makeup line. So this popular one is called Wet n Wild. They make some of the best, they don't make some of the best eyeshadows, they make really affordable makeup, you know this. And if you don't, I'm telling you, not all of them are good. Some of them are duds and some of them are really, really good. So one of the really good ones is this one, which is a Color Icon eyeshadow collection. And this one is in Comfort Zone, that it is a very neutral palette. You can't go wrong with these colors and create a nice everyday look. It kind of tells you, where you should put the eyeshadows. But it has some nice greens over here, blue. But these are nice for an everyday look. Especially this row right here and maybe that top one. So these are your fun colors and these are your neutrals. So you can't go wrong with this palette. It's very nice. I use it on occasion. The only thing is, well, it's not the only thing. This eyeshadow at the end, definer, it's a dupe for the Blue Brown MAC eyeshadow, which is a duochrome, and this one's a duochrome. The other two brands that I really enjoy are ColourPop and bhcosmetics. These two brands and you can find Wet n Wild at any store. So bhcosmetics is a makeup line that I discovered online somewhere. I think I saw it on a YouTube, and they kept using bhcosmetics, and it was very ineffective. Very affordable, and the shadows were amazing. They go from your typical affordable palettes of like 80 eyeshadows. Let me show you. Or I don't know how many eyeshadows are. So you got those that, growing up you saw those palettes and you're like, gross, I'm not putting that on my eyes. And then they have, here, let me show you. They have these huge palettes of eyeshadows, and they're not always pigmented. I don't know about them. I've never purchased bhcosmetics in these, but what I do know is the makeup that I have purchased from bhcosmetics has been really good. The shadows that I have, like for example this Solar Flare, it's one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. Oh my god. And Solar Flare, I think I still have it. Sometimes they have limited edition palettes, and Solar Flare may have been one of them. Oh no, here it is. It is $15.99. This eyeshadow palette is $15.99 or $16. Can you believe this? Look at these shadows. They're baked. They're all shimmers, but they're beautiful. So beautiful. Look at that. Some of them are kind of run into like similarities, like this row and that row up there, but look at these. They're just amazing. And I'm going to swatch some of these for you. I'm going to do Heat, Wavelength, Chromosphere. Look at those. Just amazing. The other shadows that they have that I really enjoy are Galaxy Chic, and Supernova. And I may have given Galaxy Chic away, but I kept Supernova. It's a little bit more cool toned. But again, and actually Supernova right now is for $10. And then they have these other amazing eyeshadow palettes that I think, honestly, compete with Morphe. So this is your bhcosmetics website. This is what it looks like. And they have, this one right here, beautiful, one of my favorite palettes, and that one is Wild and Alluring, and it has 2 blushes and 9 eyeshadows. You can use them wet or dry, and they're just beautiful. It's one of my favorite palettes. I didn't bring that one to show you, but I have quite a bit of bhcosmetics. eyeshadows, and I always buy them when they go on sale because they always have sales and they put different palettes on sale. I recently purchased a brow product, and I don't remember what else, but they gave me a palette as a gift. So they do that sometimes, that if you buy a certain amount, they send you a gift. And this is one of the palettes that they sent me. I haven't used this one yet. This one is Nude Rose Nightfall. And it's a cool toned palette. But what I like about it, it has some neutrals. And I think some shimmers and mattes. Some of these are matte and some of these are shimmers. You can see that these are very neutral as well, and you can use them on an everyday. Now, the other makeup line that I really enjoy that's very affordable, and if you haven't heard about it yet, is ColourPop. This is a palette that I put together, a Z palette of all ColourPop shadows. What they're very well known for is their soft, they're called a Super Shock shadow. And they're very soft shadows that are kind of a cream, but they go on, when you apply them, they go on powdery. And those are generally $5. And they go from mattes to shimmers, and they have amazing colors. I will show you right here. What I like about these is that they have a lot of different colors in a lot of different shades. So, and sometimes they have collaborations. So right now they have a My Little Pony going on, but they have all kinds of colors that you can pick from. And these are very nice. You know, you can pick 2 or 3 and you can make those your, you know, your daily routine that you want to use. The pressed powder shadows, which are those, which is a whole new thing that they're doing, usually run, it's coming up. They usually run also for $5. So each little pigment costs you $5, and I guess they're selling to you, they're selling them like this instead of in singles. But they're also selling palettes recently. There's 12 eyeshadow pans in each palette. So some of these are new releases that they've taken out. Some of them are collaborations. They have also liquid lipsticks. They're also known for their liquid lipsticks. So I don't usually buy Revlon or Maybelline eyeshadows. I just feel like it's such a hit or miss situation with them, and I think they're pricey for drugstore makeup, so I don't really go beyond Wet n Wild when I'm buying drugstore makeup. Sometimes I buy Ulta makeup, but even then I'm very picky. So my go-to affordable makeup lines are ColourPop, bhcosmetics, and Wet n Wild. And with that, my friends, I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope this was useful to you. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.